This is going to be a very, 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 very quick live. I'm waiting on Facebook and Instagram. Not Facebook. It's Facebook and YouTube to go live. But good morning. Good morning, Cyril. Good morning, everyone. Ashley, if this is your first time, good morning. I just want to jump right into it. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask me. I only have like 10 minutes, so I just want to definitely jump into it with your questions. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Aisha. I'm an immigration lawyer, and I represent clients all over the U.S., internationally, as long as they're looking to immigrate to the United States. We handle humanitarian-based cases. We also handle family-based cases, appeals, waivers, and all that good stuff. Someone says, please, can I call? Yes, you can. Our number here is 407-995-6567. You can also send a WhatsApp to 404-333-8751. Good morning, Glam. Good morning, Afalabi, Titila. Good morning. How long does it take for a green card to process? The answer really depends on what kind of case you petition for. Every case is different. So depending on what kind of green card you're applying for, the timeline will be different. I applied for VAWA in April and I received a letter to do a biometrics yesterday. What's going to happen now? You just go do your biometrics. That's a normal process. So once you apply for any immigration benefit for that matter, typically you have to go to biometrics, and then from biometrics, it moves into the next phase. Depending on whether you applied for adjustment of status and requested a work permit, then that would typically come after the biometrics. Good morning, Tamika on YouTube. Okay, let's see, what other questions here? Pooch thickness, your first time here, welcome. Can a felon marry someone and give them a green card? You can petition for someone, but it will depend on what your felony was for. Is there any way that an F1 student can get a permanent resident? There's so many ways that an F1 can get. First being, if you get a job and they petition for you based on an H-1B visa, and then from there, your employer sponsors you for a green card, so that's one option. Another option is if you're married. If you're married to a U.S. citizen, you can get a green card that way. If you're married to a green card holder and you remain in status as an F1 and your visa becomes available, you can also get a green card that way. Somebody says, could you handle a case that has been denied? Yeah, it depends on what it's denied for, and if you have a ground to file a motion to reopen or to reconsider. So we'll need to see what the case is, and what went wrong in your application. Are they accusing you of something? Is it not true? Is it an error? Did you mistakenly not submit what you were meant to submit? So it's such a varied question, but we'll need to know why you were denied. Okay. All right. My mom's a U.S. citizen and has a petition out for me, but I'm currently in the U.S. If I decide to overstay, how will this affect my petition? I'm over 21. It will affect your petition. You're not going to be able to get that green card here in the U.S. because once you overstay as someone who's over the age of 21, you're not eligible to adjust your status. So please do not overstay if you don't have to. Instead, you're better off finding another way to stay here. If you're trying to stay here, are you a student? Can you go to school? Can you get an F1? Can you stay on a STEM track, which can buy you some time, which can buy you anywhere from like 4 to 8 years, depending on if you go get a bachelor's degree and then go to pre-med, pre-law, law school, medical school, one of those arenas that can help you, or a PhD or a master's, whatever. Basically, you definitely don't want to overstay if you're in a family preference category because you would have to go back home. Okay? Okay. After my VAWA was approved, I received a message saying the I-485 was transferred to another office. How long will it take to get any updates? I can't tell you. Every field office is different, so you just have to wait. But typically, after they make a decision on VAWA, they do move your case to the local field office of where you live. And at that point, they're going to decide whether they want you to come in for an interview or whether they just want to request either your medical or your I-864W or make a decision depending on if you already have all those things there. Okay, let's see. What else? Milton says, I travel to my country using advanced parole and that I go through VAWA and now I want to use it to go on vacation to a different country. Could that be a problem? One, I would like to know what kind of advanced parole you got. Was it like a regular advanced parole? Was it an emergency advanced parole? Because that makes a difference. But I'm just going to assume for the sake of this question that you just got a regular advanced parole. If you got a regular advanced parole, you can go to visit wherever you want to visit. But you have to make sure you're eligible to go to that country. So remember, advanced parole is to allow you to come back into the United States, but it doesn't give you access to another country if you don't have access otherwise. For instance, if you're like from Cameroon, I'm just picking a random country. Obviously you have a Cameroon passport. You can go to Cameroon with your Cameroon passport. When you come back to the US, your advanced parole is what you use. Now, if you want to go to vacation to South Korea, and let's say you need a visa to go to South Korea, you still have to get that visa to go to South Korea. And then when you're coming back into the country, you come back in with the advanced parole. So hope that helps. This person says, what cereal box did you get your law degree from? I'm not really sure what that means. What cereal box? Well, I didn't get my law degree from a cereal box, but I did get my law degree from the George Washington University Law School in Washington, D.C. So look it up. The WhatsApp number is 404-333-8751. Okay. I received my prima facie and I'm 60 days before it's finished and didn't get an auto extension yet. It will expire in 30 days. Is it normal or do I need to do something? It's normal. They're always very late in submitting the prima facie renewals, but you'll get it. And if you've not gotten it after 60 days, you can always call and see what the delay is and if they can send it to you. Okay, one more question and then I gotta go. How accurate is Emma when she says interview waived for I-485? Is she correct or isn't? Thanks. Emma is definitely not accurate in that regard. I can't tell you how many marriage-based cases where they tell me, oh, Ask Emma told me that. And for those wondering what Ask Emma, what it's, when you go on USCIS and you click on Ask Emma, whatever it is, usually Emma might say your interview is waived. I definitely will tell you, we've had clients who told us, they said my interview was waived and they ended up, having to go for an interview. So I wouldn't say Ask Emma is accurate. I'm not sure who this troll is who split decision on YouTube. You're definitely cracking me up. Yes, please call and verify. Why don't you do that? In fact, after I get off live, I'm actually going to post the brick with my name on it on the GW campus. I graduated in 2005. I have been an attorney for a long time. I'm licensed in New York, I'm licensed in Florida, and I'm licensed in Georgia. So please, while you're doing that, call and check me on all of them, okay? All right, guys, I got to jump off. I have an appointment, but if you'd like to schedule a consultation again, definitely give us a call, on 407-995-6567. And then if you want to send a WhatsApp, you can send it to 404-333-8751. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.